What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. It's about to be a very magical time in Destiny when the third act of Revenant launches in just a few weeks. In the third act of Echoes, we saw the Choir of One exotic auto rifle get released. This is when we saw new artifact mods that provided auto rifles with automatic reloading, increased damage, and even damage resistance whenever using auto rifles. By the same logic, we can expect that in the third act of Revenant that there will be new artifact mods that revolve around the use of shotguns, because the new exotic coming with this act will be the Slayer's Fang exotic shotgun. The Slayer's Fang will provide the Night Sworn Sight and Heart Piercer intrinsic traits. Bullets from this weapon will shatter into smaller sub-munitions whenever they strike targets. These munitions will inflict additional damage onto nearby targets, and they'll even be able to stun overload champions. The natural ability to stun overload champions could prevent this shotgun from receiving the benefits of the Barrier Shotgun mod, so keep that in mind. Landing final blows with this weapon will grant True Sight, and when the Night Swarm Sight buff is active, ammo is going to automatically be reloaded from reserves, and the submunitions of this weapon will weaken targets, with what is most likely a 15% weakening debuff. Just like the Choir of One, this exotic will offer specialized catalyst refits, which will be unlocked through repeated completions of the new exotic mission. There's been no official word by Bungie on what the new artifact mods will be, but it definitely seems like there will be at least a few of them that provide bonus benefits to shotguns. If that is the case, then there's already a handful of powerful shotguns that you'll need to have at the ready. Shotguns with 1-2 punch, surrounded, and trench barrel provide some of the highest levels of damage output, so when it comes to optimal damage, a few shotguns to consider using will be the perfect paradox: Until Its Return, Swordbreaker, the Aikido Shotgun, Scavenger's Fate, A Sudden Death, the Prophet of Doom, or the Basso Ostinato. There's also a few select shotguns that will specialize in crowd control, like the Dead Grimir, which can drop with Volt Shot or Chain Reaction. Arcane Embrace is another great option that can drop with Surrounded or Volt Shot. The No Reprieve is a Stasis Slug shotgun that drops with Headstone, which could be an especially powerful option with all the stasis-focused artifact mods. A Sudden Death and Retold Tale can drop with Destabilizing Rounds, which would be another great option for improved crowd control. When it comes to exotic shotguns, the Conditional Finality, the Fourth Horseman, the Legend of Ocarius, and the Tractor Cannon will be some of the most noteworthy standouts. The Conditional Finality already has a lot of strong synergy with artifact mods like Hail the Storm and Conductive Cosmic Crystal, so any improvements to its damage or ammo economy would see this shotgun becoming a powerhouse of a weapon. The Legend of Ocarius and Fourth Horseman pump out some serious levels of burst damage, so if we see any artifact mods that increase shotgun damage, then these are going to be deadlocks for optimal DPS. If shotguns do see any type of improvements with the new artifact mods, then we can count on certain exotic armor pieces like the Liar's Handshake and the No Backup plans, creating some extremely dominating builds during the third act of Revenant. So if you've got some extra time over the next few weeks, you might find it to be in your best interest to get a few top tier shotguns ready and get some of those builds updated for when this new act launches. With that said, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the new Slayer's Fang shotgun and everything else coming with the third act of Revenant. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. That's going to wrap things up for today's video, but thank you as always for checking it out. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.